Hello and welcome to Everything Dance. I'm your mentor, Dancing Dawn. This is your go-to site for all dance subjects and styles and all other related topics, from beginner to professional, and dance teaching qualifications. Fitting ballet shoes. First, make sure the dancer is wearing the tights they will use when they are dancing when trying on shoes. Place the shoe over the toes and gently slide it over the heel. Ask the dancer to stand flat in the shoe. Make sure the toes do not curl. If they do, you must go to the next size or width. Crisscross the drawstring and pull gently so the shoe conforms to the foot. It must fit like a second skin and must not allow for growing room. Ask the dancer to point their foot. The heel should stay on the foot and there should not be any gaping in the width of the shoe. If one shoe fits better than the other, then there is no left or right shoe. Try switching the shoes. Experiment with other sizes and widths to be sure your shoe fits properly. It is important there is little or no room at the toes. If the toes do not reach the front of the shoe, the dancer cannot articulate the foot to point and they cannot feel the floor. Improperly fitted shoes also make it more difficult for the dancer to learn technique. A ballet shoe that is too large may cause the dancer to curl their toes in an effort to keep the shoe on while dancing. The pleats of the shoe are designed to be the same length as the dancer's toes and enable the dancer to spread their toes. This is important in positions like demi-pointe where the toes fan out for balance. A loosely fitted shoe places the toes behind the pleats, which render them ineffective, affecting the dancer's ability to spread their toes. Pointe shoes are regarded as an extension of the foot and a continuation of the leg line. However, regardless of a dancer's technical ability, a pointe shoe must fit properly in order to provide the support required to dance on pointe. To get a correct fit, each dancer must know the parts of the pointe shoe. The last. The last is the mould on which a pointe shoe is constructed. The shape of a last is designed to represent the dancer's foot. A different last is used for each size and width in every style. Box. The box covers the toes and provides the support a dancer needs to stand on pointe. It is lined with a combination of natural materials and Capezio's special formulated glue. The side wings are an extension of the box and provide lateral support. Vamp. The vamp refers to the length of the shoe upper measuring from the platform to and including the binding at the centre front of the shoe. A long vamp can be helped to draw the foot closer to the shank when on pointe. Throat. This is the open area located from one side seam to the other through the centre front of the shoe. The throat is the shape of the upper which presents and flatters the arch. Drawstring binding. The binding is the finished edge of the upper. The drawstring which is encased in the binding further secures the upper to the foot. Platform. The platform is the outer flat tip of the box which allows the dancer to stand on pointe. Crown. The crown is the vertical height between the vamp and the sole. Pleats. The pleats are located on the underside of the box where the fabric is folded into the sole. Stay. The stay is the fabric that covers the seam in the back of the shoe at the dancer's heel. Side quarters. The side quarters are the sections of satin from the side seams to the back of the stay. Sole. The outer sole is made of either buffed or scored leather to provide traction. The sole is initially stitched into the upper. Shank. The shank is made of leatherboard and is the backbone of the pointe shoe. It is located under the stocking and provides the support to the arch. Capezio shanks range in strength to accommodate the strength and technical ability of each dancer. Fitting pointe shoes. Study the dancer's feet in a flat standing position and note the general shape, width and length of each foot. Select a pointe shoe that best mimics the shape of the dancer's foot. Be sure to follow the fitting description for each different shoe style. Once selected, place the box of the pointe shoe between the palms of your hands. Gently apply pressure to soften the box. Do this for each shoe. Slip the shoe onto the foot. Using a crisscross motion, lightly pull the drawstring and tie a loose knot. Note the overall fit of the shoe. The pointe shoe must fit like a second skin. It should not apply excessive pressure or allow for growing room. Make sure the dancer can feel the end of the box. If the dancer cannot feel the end of the box, select a smaller shoe until the toes touch the platform. Next, ask the dancer to plie while standing flat and watch the toes. The toes must never be in a curl position. To verify the correct length, you should notice a slight pinch of fabric at the top of the binding at the Achilles while the foot is in the pointed position. This pinch of fabric should disappear when the dancer is in first position. Check the width of the shoe. The dancer should be able to feel all 5 toes flat in the shoe with slight pressure on the side of the foot. Try on different widths of the shoe until this is accomplished. To verify the correct width, ask the dancer to apply weight to the platform while keeping one foot flat on the floor. If the foot slides downwards into the box while in this position, the shoe is too wide. A proper fitting pointe shoe does not allow for growing room. Depending on the dancer's age, it may be necessary to have the fit of their pointe shoes checked at 6-month intervals. An exact fit is required to properly support the bones of the foot while on pointe. We advise that your dance teacher approves the choice of shoe. Of course, it goes without saying that no one should go on their pointe shoes until at least 11 years old and when their feet have mostly stopped growing. There are many different accessories you can buy for your pointe shoes. The best ones for me are the ouch pouch or the gel tip toe pillows where you slip your toe in before putting them in the pointe shoe. These are what I recommend personally. You can also get covers for your dance shoes, so these will keep your pointe shoes clear and clean, but of course make sure you do darn them as recommended. Gone are the days when you only had a bit of lamb's wool in your pointe shoe for comfort. Here this picture shows A, this is the sock lining, B, this is the throat, and C, this is the vamp. This picture shows D, the binding and drawstring, E, the side seam and upper, F shows the wing, G shows the crown, H shows the box and I shows the platform. This picture shows J, the back strap, K, the back quarter, L, the sole, and M, the pleat. Here is Mr. Salvatore Capezio. He was born on April the 13th, 1871 in Italy. In 1887, at the age of 17, he opened his shop near the old Metropolitan Opera House in New York City. The sign above his door read, "The Theatrical and Historical Shoemaker." After being simply a cobbler repairing dance shoes, soon his shop became a meeting place for dancers who would stop by to discuss their needs and pick up a pair of his shoes. As his popularity grew, dancers from around the world made a point to visit. In fact, Anna Pavlova purchased Capezio pointe shoes for herself and her entire company during her first tour of the United States in 1910. Eventually, he entrusted his superior shoemaking techniques to his family. They joined him in the business, and his reputation continued to spread. By the 1930s, Capezio products were dancing across Broadway, in the Ziegfeld Follies, and in dozens of other musicals. Capezio dance shoes are the top preferred dance shoe of all professional dancers, including myself. They come in all types of shoe now, not just pointe shoe, street shoe, jazz shoes, and any type of tap shoe that you can imagine. Do you own Capezio dance shoes? Let me know in the comments below and what you like best about the Capezio dance shoe brand.